Hello everyone, good evening. You are joining me on a bit of a midnight podcast tonight. The reason being is I fell asleep really early. I've had this cold, which I keep going on about, apologies, but I've had it for over 2 weeks now and not been sleeping well because baby Blue's had some issues with sleep for the last few nights. We've also had, with the cold, get the coughing, you get the snot, you get the yuck throughout the night. And I had a brilliant session with my outreach worker today where it was one of those things where all built up stress has just got to a head and you faced it. You faced your fears in your head and then you just get that euphoric sort of feeling. And it just makes you relax. And I think with all of that, I was able to just clock out for a good couple of hours with uninterrupted sleep. But woke up at 11:15 and suddenly had the OMG moment because I've got so much to do ready for tomorrow. I had to get up and do it. So I've done that. I've caught up on It Takes Two. And I've had a cup of tea. What else have I done? Yeah, done little bits around the house and things like that. And I also, one of the things I wanted to do was to do a podcast. I did a Instagram story today asking you to give me examples of the little things in life that are most important to you at the moment. Because one thing I've become aware of, especially in my 30s, is that what makes life worth living are positive moments. It's the small little details of life that just keep you going. And it's one of those things where it could be something that a friend does, like it's just a mannerism that you see and you think that is so you and I love it because it is you. It could be the most annoying thing in the world or the most ridiculous thing in the world, but it just makes your heart sing. And some of you have come back with some really great ones. I think my favourite was my friend Liz. Hi, Liz. And she said about a nice warm bed on a cold day. Today, perfect example for that. It was freezing this morning. And we've switched to the winter duvets now. So we've both got nice thick duvets on, and oh my god, I could snuggle, and I love it. I've got a memory foam mattress as well, which actually makes your bed warmer, I think. So my bed was so toasty this morning, but I totally get that, Liz. I'm going to be cracking open the hot water bottle soon. I really am. So yeah, that is one of my, just waking up, it just puts you in such a great mood to be nice and warm and snug in the morning, especially if you've not got to go anywhere and you've got a nice lie-in. I've just said those words and realised I don't think I've had a lie-in for the last 4 years. So miss those days, but it's such a lovely feeling when you do get one. Or when it's cold and you've been pottering around and you get in that nice warm shower. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, I can remember like when I used to run, I used to go like at 6:30 in the morning in all weathers, because I used to run around a multi-storey car park that was right next to my house until a blooming fitness trainer saw me doing it, asked me why I did it. I said it's because it makes it easy to run in the snow and stuff, because then the ground's not frosty and it's really good, and gave him all the perks of it. And of course he stole my blooming idea and was running at the time I was running. Not happy. Anyway, so yeah, I used to go for that run and I used to get back at sort of just before 7 and jump in the shower, and that shower was just amazing because you were sort of a bit sweaty, but you were also cold from the cold air and things like that, and you just warmed you up, ready for work, ready to start the day. And you always feel, wake up on a positive, your day's going to be positive, isn't it? Really is. Whereas now I get woken up by a tiny human just sort of hitting me in the face. I go, Mummy, I want breakfast. So yeah, those days aren't so great. But yeah, I love that one, Liz. Really great one. My cousin Katie came up with one which is very personal to us, but I totally get it. Katie actually gave me loads of different ones, which I get, but yeah, no, the one that really sort of stuck out for me was singing to Queen songs in the car. Queen is our band. We love Queen. We love Freddie Mercury. Love them all. I've had the privilege of meeting Brian May as well. Nicest guy ever. He really is. He's super funny. He's lovely. Very cuddly. I was very surprised how cuddly he was. And when I say I actually spent a good 3 hours just chatting away with him at a party that I was fortunate to go with my friend Kate. And he is lovely, lovely, lovely. Anyway, big Queen fan. And I think we've all got that band, or we've all got that singer, that when you're in a car and you're driving with your friend, you just whack up the volume and just sing. It's a summer thing, isn't it? You just windows down, singing, yeah, and really going on a little road trip down to Brighton or wherever you are. So yeah, I totally get that one. It's such a euphoric sort of feeling, just takes me back to my 20s and my teens and whatever. Yeah. So love that one. My friend Kerry said about her reading to her little girl, which I do every night with Baby Blue. So yeah, great one. Really loving the suggestions coming through. My own personal one, it's going to pick up Baby Blue from preschool. It's when they put all the kids in a different room, and then you go into the room and you get yourself sorted and you pick up all their bags and any paintings they've done, and you have a quick word with their key workers and things like that. And then they'll let them out one by one as the parents are sort of getting there slowly. And when she comes through that door, she sees me and her whole face just lights up. And she's the loudest person in preschool, I swear, because she's just like, "Mummy!" And it makes everybody look at her. And I usually hate that sort of attention, like to be in it. But this I love, because it's just her little face, and her reaction just shows, it's just full of love and excitement. And it just reminds me of that wonderful bond that we do have. And I'm so grateful for. And I just love it. It's my daily little thing that I just love from her. She's just amazing. And I just don't want to ever give it up. Obviously, she's not going to go to preschool forever. And I'm sure as she gets older, her reaction meeting me at the school gate is not going to be that wonderful. So I'm lapping this up while I can, because it is just my favourite moment of the day. I love it. And it just makes me feel special. And it reminds me just how special our little bond and our relationship is. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that's me. But I'd love to hear more of these. So I'm going to pop a proper Instagram post on for you all to comment on. So please do. I'd love to hear what your little moments are. I think as I've got older, I really do appreciate the smaller things, especially sort of in the last 10 years, I have had a couple of health scares. One being that I was laying in a hospital bed being told if I didn't have surgery within the hour, I was going to die. And the things that go through your head are quite surprising. For me, it was not what I expected to be thinking about or being regretful for. I really regretted not learning stuff, which was very surprising. But I also really appreciated every moment from that second. I appreciated the people, especially my friend Gemma. She was my best friend who passed away of cancer a few years ago. And when somebody so important to you is no longer there, whether it be a friend, a family member, a parent especially, I guess, or a child even, you really remember those little quirks, those little things, special things they do. And with Gem, it was just her way that she used to make me laugh about myself, the way that she used to tell me off, but in a nice, positive way, her love for life, her amazing friendship. Like when I was in hospital, my biggest memory is just chatting with her, because she was that friend. She was the one that was just the second she heard that I was in there, that was it. She was there, although she couldn't physically be there because she was too ill and she was in a different county. I just felt her being there. And even since she's died, she has somehow managed the magic that she's just incredible. She was an incredible person. She wrote us all letters when she died, and so we all had that little piece of her, and it was just a letter of reminding me to live life, to be happy, and when things did get bad, just to talk to her. So she told me to talk out loud to her. I have done it. I've normally been on my own. I have done it in public as well. I did it by a river on the day of her funeral. I was sat there chatting away to her. I must have looked crazy, but it really did help. And her sister has found letters she's written to me and never got to send me. One of them had a present for baby Blue in it. So she's always there. And I've actually taken that, and since baby Blue was born, I've written her letters. So when something big happens in her life, whether it be positive or negative, I've written her a letter, and it's me talking to her when she's 18 or 21. I'm keeping them in a shoebox, and I'm going to give them to her for her birthday. And although my reason for doing it is quite morbid in a way, I think because of Gemma, that's the reason I think it's so important, because I am reminding of her of these little moments that we shared together. Because when you're a toddler, you don't remember them, and you often question about why your parents did stuff. You're like, oh yeah, why did mum do that? And I'm hoping I can answer some of those questions. So then when she comes to have a child, she's got them there. And life is so fleeting. You never know when it's going to end, when people in your life are going to leave you for whatever reason. And this will give her those little tips, those little life guidances that she will need when she doesn't have me there anymore. I don't like that thought at all. It makes me feel so sick, but it's going to happen one day. And I just want to give her that information. And every second counts, every day counts, every minute counts. So you never know. So don't put it off and just do it. I think I read about it when I was pregnant. They opened an email account for their child, and they wrote emails to them, and then they gave them the password to the email account when on their 18th birthday. And that's where I got the idea from. But I tried that. But the thing is, if you don't check in on an email account, they close it. So I started this email account when I was pregnant, and they closed it. So I was like, yeah, that's not a great idea. And also, if the internet then crashes, you've lost it all. So I physically handwrite. And there's something about a handwritten letter that just makes you closer to them. And Gemma used to write handwritten letters to me, and I've still got them. And when I'm going through my stuff and I find another one, it's amazing because it's her handwriting, and I see her handwriting, and just that makes me happy and positive. So if that's a gift I can give to her, I will. But yeah, those little moments and recording those little moments is just so important. It's one reason I do I post things about us on my Instagram page, because it is a positive thing to capture those sort of very special times. So today we've been to the theatre together. We were being stupid with popcorn, so I did that little the little boomerang of it, and I'll save that to my highlights so I can always look back on it and remember it. And I save it to my Google. I always back everything up, because we've got this lovely gift of photographs and making memories, so they're not just in our heads to be forgotten. Silly thing she says I always record on Facebook, so then it will come back round in my memories next year, so I can always remember it. Just stuff like that is so precious. So hold on to it, and let me know yours. I'd really love to hear it. Pop it in the comments if you're on YouTube, or look out for my Instagram post, because I'm going to put one up, and I'd love to hear them, because this isn't the end of this. I think it's going to be a big topic that I'm going to cover, because I do think it's so important for people to really focus on the smaller things. Bigger things and sort of wider spread things, definitely important, global warming, etc. But little things, very important. Anyway, that's the end of my podcast. Take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. Bye.